Steps. Round is a shape.
Round is a shape.
It is a.
And actually, that makes total sense.
Yeah.
Because I know me.
And you don't have to understand my boundaries to respect them.
Well, no, I'm the president and co-founder of McShin, a personal long-term recovery from substance use disorder.
And like, okay, I gotta work on that. Like,
Celebrating my 6 months, getting half a cake.
Yeah.
gosh, you showed up.
All right, everybody. Welcome to the Get in the Herd podcast here with co-host Travis Williams. And we got a special guest. We're getting ready to start something new every Monday. So we got a special guest who's going to be a reoccurring guest. Every Monday, me and Honesty and Travis are going to get here and we're going to do Monday Motivation. We're going to do that probably around 9:30, 9:45. So be prepared for that. We're going to give you our morning motivations. So log on to that. Check that out. Don't laugh. This is live. You can't laugh in the middle of the live. We got 3 viewers. See, I told you we're going to get them. They're coming. They're coming.
Steve and 2 staff.
Steve, you count as a viewer? Hold on a second.
I'm not watching yet.
All right. So, look, before we get into the motivation, I do want to do a quick shout out. We have two sponsors. So we got the Farley Center. Contact Kelly Eason. Her name and information is going around on the bottom of the screen. They are a treatment center. If you got any questions, you got insurance, you're looking for any help, they are a resource as well. Contact that number down at the bottom, the Farley Center. And then we also have Hype Counseling. They're a local Richmond area counseling services. Their phone number is at the bottom of the screen. Please contact them if you have any questions. Thank you to our sponsors, Hype Counseling and the Farley Center. All right. We're not going to go over our events today because we only got 8 minutes.
Yay.
She is enjoying herself. Don't let her fool you. All right, so what you got, Travis? What'd you come up with over there? What kind of morning? Well, it's not morning. What kind of afternoon he got?
Hey, this is off the cuff, and it might be a combination of some 30 for 30s I watched and maybe like some workout video. But if you're going to fail or make a mistake, always fail forward. Always forward momentum, no backwards. Ground zero isn't going backwards. Always fail forward.
Okay, all right. We'll break that down a little bit. Always fail forward.
Well, listen, no matter what you're going to do, if you're trying something new, you're not going to do it perfect. You're going to make some mistakes.
I like that. How many times did they say it took to get the light bulb correct?
Probably 722 times.
I think he said they. Who invented that? Benjamin.
Nah, well, Thomas
Franklin?
Edison.
Thomas Edison.
Yeah, Benjamin Franklin was like the horse. There was no such thing as a. Benjamin Franklin discovered electricity with the heat tag. But Thomas Edison gets Thomas Edison gets the credit for it, but I think it was Thomas Marconi. It was really an Italian in it.
But what they said is he failed 1,000 times, right? Well, it took him 1,000 times, right? So, like what you're saying.
But each time he learned a little something new. Each time, so he was failing forward each time.
Yeah, exactly.
Trial and error.
There we go. All right, there, Miss Pink. What you got going on there, honestly? What kind of morning?
All right,
it's not morning, so
it's not morning. It's afternoon now.
She cheated and brought a book.
I have my book,
Her book.
Scattered Pink. So I'm a
good book.
best-selling
It's a
author.
good book. I
Check
read
it
it
out on Amazon and everywhere. Just Google it. And we have some here if you can't afford one and to get one, I'll give you one for free. But so I just went through this, and this popped out to me because of the stuff that I'm going on in my life. But it says, I did my own quote, so I quoted myself. But it's sometimes we have to just throw up our hands and give up, rest, and just breathe. So
I like that. Okay,
right, because it rocks. Because it's in my book, Scattered Pink. So check that out. But so I've got over 16 years in recovery. So I feel like the longevity of your recovery, like being a newcomer in recovery and having years in recovery, it's like you get a life. Like I literally, when I wrote this book specifically, I had to go back to a life that I just no longer live whatsoever. Everything in this book, for the most part in the beginning, is all about my addiction, my childhood trauma, and yada, yada, yada. But like really being able to go through stuff in recovery and not using no matter what, but also learning from these to be a human. So for me in my life, this stuff. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a CEO, and blah, blah. But it's like, how do you live your life when you don't even think about using drugs anymore? So that is how I live my life. It's like other ways and other things will pop up because it doesn't go directly to, I'm going to go shoot heroin like I did 16 years ago. It is more of like when I go through something emotionally, physically, you know, whatever, hard, difficult, beautiful, ugly, whatever. It's like, what do I do about it in those things? And these are the tips that I've learned.
And the quote was, and I love it because the quote was, just throw your hands up, right?
Right.
And you know what
Wave
we
them in the
learned.
air like you just don't
Okay.
care.
I knew we
we
would
gotta
get her
dance.
to sing.
We
See,
gotta
Oh, I
song
would
and a
dance
dance.
if I wasn't the CEO up in here. Don't get
So look,
Twisted.
in recovery, in life, man, you got to throw your hands up and surrender. I like to call that surrender, man. Surrender just means just stop fighting, right? Stop fighting. And sometimes, like what Honesty's talking about, man, things pop up in life and we'll try to fight it, you know, and sometimes we just got to throw our hands up, breathe, and surrender. That's a good piece, man. I like that, man.
It's not easy though either. As a human, our human nature is to want what we want when we want it. When you have the addictive personality, so it's really harder. I feel it's harder when you have a longevity of recovery and stuff happens to you, because typical stuff happens to you in the new world of recovery. You know, you're trying to build your life and get your life together, but once you've built a life that you love and respect, it's like when, for me at least, when those bricks are being thrown at me, it's harder than it was as a new person in recovery, because it's like, okay, now I'm here and I know I don't want to use drugs anymore and I know my life rocks and everything, but like, what am I going to do about this situation? And you've been around me, you know me, I am a cuckoo bird sometimes because I can't handle people hurting my feelings. I can't handle when people are wrong. And it's really hard for me. So I have to have people like Jesse in my life to kind of counteract, and my husband, God bless him, you know, to counteract, you know, my feelings, because I am a tough woman. I'm a CEO, I get it, but I'm very sensitive. Like I'm a very, very sensitive woman.
And you are. And let me tell you what makes good leaders is the ability to admit that, like the ability to say, you know what, man, I do struggle in this area, or I am a little cuckoo at times, or I am a little, like that's what makes good leaders. So we're gonna get out of here quick. And listen, everybody out there, if you like what you're hearing, tune in. August 24th, Honesty will be our guest. We're gonna be interviewing her, talking about the transition into she's been the CEO, but now she's the CEO all by herself. It's no more president and CEO, so we're going to talk about that transition and talk about how it's been. So that's coming. That's coming August 24th. Me and Travis are going to go in with a bunch of questions.
Here, read my book before though.
Yes, she's going to drill you on that. You got any last parting words, Travis, before we get off here?
Nothing. Just excited about reading Honesty's book, Scattered Pink.
What about you? Any parting words, Honesty?
No, recovery rocks. Life rocks. Go live your best life today.
All right, I'm going to leave y'all with this, man. One of the most important things that I had to do in recovery is I had to practice what we call humility. And the definition for me is just remain teachable, y'all. Allow somebody out there to teach you. Allow some good mentors in your life. Allow somebody to guide you in this process. All right, we'll see y'all tomorrow, 2 p.m. Peace.
Bye. That was the easiest thing I've ever done.